What is the deal, you guys? How have you all been? So, just waking up this morning and spending the weekend with my parents. It's been a while since I've seen them, since I've hung out with my dad and my mom. And so we got my little family over here, relaxing, hanging out. Now, as some of you may already know who follow my channel, my dad is a retired Teamster. And, these are this is his hobby, fixing up cars. So he has this 19, I think this is a 1933, and it's just super shiny, super sweet, runs really smooth. And those of you, if you already know what this car is, Pontiac Star Chief, mint, bro, super sweet. And I think he's trying to sell the 79 Silverado. I think it's going for like 40K right now. So if those of you who are here in Southern California or wherever you may be, but if you're around here and you're interested, this thing is 40K, somewhere around 40. Um, it might be more. I could be wrong. This is his next project, Fairlane. But this 33 is super sweet, man. And then this one here is my favorite truck, the GMC. This thing is badass, bro. This thing is like, yeah. Look at the wheels on it. Look at those wheels. These things are nice. I believe my dad dropped a 350 in this thing, if I remember right. Um, I'm not gonna pop the hood or anything like that, but yeah, this thing is super mint. Locked right now, but see if I can let you guys see inside. There you go. The seats are new. Nice cherry red steering wheel. Here's the back of the 1933. Shiny, huh? Look at that thing. And this is the Star Chief Pontiac. Usually when we go out, my parents, tell me to drive this one. They'll let me drive whichever one I want, but I'll usually, my wife and I will hop in this one usually because this is one of my favorites right here. Out of all these cars, this one's my favorite. My mom and dad, they're always in this one when we go out. And this truck, this GMC, I'm always like, Dad, slide it over to me. But yeah, this is a nice one right here. This is a badass truck. He got the bed sprayed, so it's all basically ready for work, but he doesn't really use it for work much. If you guys are interested in living in Southern California, this 1979 Chevy is for sale, about 40K, somewhere around there. I think 45. And yeah, so we've had this truck for years, bro. I remember when this thing was all brown, just all brown thing. It was still a really nice looking truck, for sure. And this up here, the Fairlane Pontiac Star Chief 1933 coach. Look how cherry that is in there, you guys. Cherry. Is it open? No, it's locked. But yeah, and it's super comfortable inside. Those seats, man, I'm telling you, they are smooth, bro. Very smooth. But yeah, my dad's been a retired Teamster since he was 52. I think he's 73. So he's just been enjoying himself. So I came over here with my wife and my kids, and we're spending the weekend together. And just decided to do this live stream real quick. It's been a while since I've gone live. So I'll wait around, see if we get some more people up in here. Check out what we got going on up in her. But I'm gonna be traveling soon. I should be going to Russia here very shortly. So I'm gonna have, as soon as I get up there. I'll be going live. If you guys already checked out the live stream I did with my Army veteran friend of mine, Marcelo, go check him out. I believe that's the very last live stream that I did. I've just been, focusing on myself. I haven't been focusing too much on YouTube. I've just been working and chilling. So I know I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys on Instagram, and you're like, where are you at? What are you doing? Well, I'm just focusing on myself, man. I mean, I don't really care too much about social media these days. You know, I've got things that I've been planning for the channel. And as far as just, posting things every day, sometimes I get political, so I'll make some political posts on my IG. But honestly, if you guys want to see more of what I'm actually doing every day, you're going to have to go over to Instagram and Snapchat. I don't even really post on Snapchat anymore. I don't really care about that app. But, other than that, if you want to see daily posts, you're going to have to follow me on Instagram. Same name, Mr. By the Mile, where you can find me there. Next time we go cruising, I'll have my wife hold the phone. We'll go live so that you can see what the cars sound like. You can see how they ride. Right here, my dad is charging up the battery on the Pontiac Star Chief. Super, super sweet car, man. This, like I said earlier, ASMR, 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 ASMR. This is my favorite right here. Looks like a plane, huh? But it is a Chief. This thing is cherry, bro. And look at this. Look at that motor. Sheesh. Look at that. Beautiful, bro. Such a beautiful ride. I'll probably get one of the detailing rags and just, wipe it for them since I'm here. I like to help my parents out. So, fortunately, my dad's always been into fitness. So he's a very healthy 73-year-old. Dude looks like he's like 55. So, that's why I've always told you guys, being union, make sure that you're healthy so that you can enjoy your retirement. My dad's been enjoying that and just collecting since he was 52. And at this point, he's already collected well over $1.2 million from his pension, paying that monthly payout. And he's been able to do all this. Now, the garage used to only come up to this line. Back when I was a kid, we only had this much space. So all of this that you see here, back here, this is an addition. And I want to say he added all of this. I want to say my dad added all this space like 5 years ago. But it might be a little bit more time than that. Yeah, Sandy, I'm from Southern California, if you didn't catch that already. But look, it's like a little shop. All of my dad's friends, they come through with their cars and he fixes them up for a price. So my dad's always worked on cars. He has a buddy sometimes come and help him out when his buddy sees a car that he really likes. He's worked on these Camaros, pretty much all American, American muscle cars mostly. And then, of course, these old school trucks and stuff. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Joey? How you doing, man? So what you guys see right here, you see how the garage, it meets up right here with this part in the back. So this was the addition, right? And this was the garage that I grew up with for years. And this is the establishment that I grew up in. This is my childhood right here. I've never known anything else except this place here in Alhambra, Southern California. Yay. And this, I'm telling you, this one right here, this truck right here is one of my favorite. This is my favorite truck. I actually like it even more than the 79, for real. I do. Yeah, actually, Gordon, these are my dad's cars. I'm not trying to pawn them off as mine, but I just wanted to share this with you because my dad's a retired Teamster, union, of course. And I just want to, tell people how important it is to keep your health. My dad's always worked out. He's had me in martial arts for years. And dude, I'm telling you, like, he's 73. He's been retired since he was 52. Has probably collected well over $1.2 million already from that pension. And he's able to enjoy his life with my mom. They go traveling. He collects his cars. He's fixing this one up right now, the Fairlane. Super sweet ride. Don't know when he's going to complete it. He has a lot of stuff going on. But like I said, that one right there, the Pontiac Star Chief, my absolute favorite. 99 Fabrication, SoCal Teamsters here, Local 63, my first time on this channel. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm actually staying away from social media as far as my job. I used to make a lot of videos at the company that I was at, but I don't do that anymore. I just represent Teamsters. I represent myself. I'm going to be going traveling here pretty soon to Russia. If you want to check out a live stream I did with an Army veteran who moved to Russia with his family, go and check that out. I believe it's one of the last live streams that I did. And just look at this cherry freaking 1933, bro. Sweet, huh? Look at that Star Chief. Look at that bumper. How far they come out, right? Look how comfy it looks inside. And I'll tell you, man, firsthand, I know these things are comfortable. These seats are plush. 53, retiring in 2 years. Congrats, bro. Come back to the channel. I'll interview you and ask you how you feel about being a retired Teamster. 1933. So those of you who have money and are interested, this is for sale. I don't want my dad to sell it, but the 1979 is for sale. Cherry ass truck, man. But like I said, my favorite is the Pontiac Star Chief, and I love that the GMC. I think the GMC is a 73. Right, guys? I always have to ask my dad what year this thing is. For some reason, I always forget, but I'm pretty sure it's a 1973, the camper special. Sweet ass truck. Oh, you got to drive it, Joey? Yeah, I've driven this one. The Pontiac Star Chief is my favorite. I've driven this one. Of course, I've driven the Silverado, the GMC. I haven't driven this one though. The Fairlane, I don't think it. Yeah, you know what? When he first got it, it didn't run, and I think he got it running, and then now he's just working on the cosmetics and I think the electrical. So, like, the seats. He has to. I don't know if you can tell right there, but he has to upholster it, and then some more cosmetic details. He's probably going to get it repainted because it definitely needs that. For sure it does. But like I said, growing up here in this house, our garage only came up to like right here. Now, years after my dad retired, a few years, he was still able to add all of this that you see. See that line? The garage only came up to here. We had like this loft where we would put all the Christmas decorations and stuff. And it was right in the back of the garage, which was here. And we'd put it up on the loft, like right around here. And now he was able to add all this. We got our American flag flying high. It's a picture of my mom and dad in Japan when we went to Japan quite some time ago. This picture is like, damn, bro, it's probably about almost 20 years old, I think, that picture right there. I was like, I don't know, like 13 or 14 years old when they took that. Something like that, yeah. So it's always great coming back home. I decided to, take the weekend off and come chill with my parents and decided to come and live with you guys. But like I said, I'm going to Russia pretty soon, so, stay tuned for that. Bill Daughtry says, can't afford this stuff now as a Teamster. Thank deregulation for ruining our industry. Yeah, I agree. You know, I agree with you very much. But for the Teamsters that are retired, they are making out very well. I think that when it comes to the trucking industry, yeah, trucking, it's definitely not what it used to be. That is for sure. But you can still make money, and if you're living in places other than California, and you know, you can do really well still trucking. You know, be able to put away for yourself, and the idea is to pay off a house, right? That's your retirement. But anyway, thank you guys for coming live with me. We had quite a few people in here. Thank you all very much. Stay tuned for the next live stream, you guys. I will be back with more interviews. Those of you Teamsters who are retiring, like 99 Fabrication down here, I want to interview you. Okay, so this channel is starting to go that direction where I'm going to interview folks with pensions that are about to retire. And by about to retire, I mean you have to be retiring within the next month or two. Okay, and for sure, or already retired. And then of course, like my buddy Marcelo out in Russia, he's a army veteran, army combat veteran. I'm going to be meeting him up there, and we're going to do a live stream together. I'm going to put together a real good video for you guys. But go and check out what it's like living in Russia. Did a live stream with him. I believe it's the very last live stream. So if you click over my face on here, Mr. By the Mile, you can go down there and check that out, and click on our live stream we did together. It's pretty obvious. You can't miss it. It's like the very last live stream, like I said. So anyways, you guys, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe, all right? You guys subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. I appreciate you all for being here. I don't go live very much anymore. Like I said, I don't even really film where I work anymore. I just don't. Like, people are haters. They do dumb shit. And, jealousy is real, right? Just recently, I remember, well, not recently, but anyway, I don't want to give too much information out here at the moment, but there was a buddy of mine that we're not buddies anymore. He he's a jealous bird. You guys are gonna find that in this life, right? People are gonna be hating on you, whether you're a social media head or not, right? People are always gonna be hating on you. Like, for me, friends are far and few between, man. You got to be real careful with who you select as your friend out here. You know, it's just the truth. It just is. You got to watch out with that. So anyways, you guys, thank you all for being here. Love you all. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get these views up on this video. Get the subscriptions up, and I got more exciting things to come for you guys. If you're looking for my previous employer and videos on that, they are not up anymore. I'm not, I'm not doing that. I'd rather people not know. You guys can probably find out from the comment sections where I'm working at. But other than that, like, I'm just not putting that out anymore. It's just like, nah, no thanks. Too many people out there who are miserable with their own lives. So that's just the way that goes, bruh. That's just what it is. So for those of you who were looking forward to more of that kind of content, I apologize. But yeah, no thanks. And if you guys start a channel, just make sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Don't show any more than you need to show. When it comes to sitting back and having a drink on camera, be careful with that too. Like, even though drinking is legal, you just got to be careful with it, because people will try to twist things and put things in your mouth and say you said things that you never said, or say that you're something that you're not. That's just the way that goes. Just always just stay on topic with what your content is aiming toward communicating to your viewers and to your audience. And don't do any more or less than that, you know, because people out here, they will just want to drag you down because they're miserable in their own lives, especially people who are stuck in trucks. You know, I mean, let's just face it, most of my viewers are truck drivers. A lot of them are miserable. And when they shut down for the night and have to go to sleep in their own truck, and they don't have a woman in their life or anything to, you know, they don't have much in their name, you know, that's the sort of thing that happens, right? So, with that said, you guys, thank you all for being here. Make sure you subscribe. There's more to come. Mr. By the Mile, your home for discussions based on my knowledge and experience in trucking, in traveling, in being union. Take care, you guys. See you all in the next one. Give you guys one last look at the Ran Flies. Deuces, bros.